Her mom went back to confusion and said this type of behavior that she does, plus the fact that she doesn't want to learn anything about emotional intelligence, and she doesn't deal with something as simple as the finances, where she sits down and actually learns them, keeps her in states of confusion. So then she doesn't really know, can I really afford this piece of furniture or not? I'm not certain. So it keeps her in these states of, I don't know. It keeps her in a state of making promises and then backing up and then forgetfulness. Mm-hmm. So her mom goes through and starts to point out a whole bunch of behaviors, a whole bunch. And she points out the way that Johari thinks and says, now, your scatteredness here, the forgetfulness, the not following through, the impulsivity, the distractions, she just lists them, Kelly. And they're not complimentary, right? Mm-hmm. So Johari's sitting there looking at me like she gets madder and madder during her session. And then her mom says the one thing that breaks it all. She says, Johari, sit still. Like this. And then you can totally see Johari wants to be like she's just going through the roof with anger at this point. She says, this is what you're calling your ADHD. And Johari looks at me and she goes, what? And it's in that one sentence or two sentences, sit still, which sent her through the roof in anger. Because it's what her mom would say on earth. It's what her husband is saying. It's what other people are saying to her. Sit still, be still. And she cannot stand the spiritual people that say meditate and sit in the present moment. She hates all of that be still stuff.
Because there's so much dysregulation. She has not learned to sit with an uncomfortable emotion.
Bingo.
And for many, many people, we might lose a lot of followers here, this is what we're labeling ADHD as a society. Mm-hmm. Because there is a lack of skill to sit with discomfort.
Yeah.
We naturally as humans, very brilliantly as humans, divert our attention so that we don't have to focus on the uncomfortable emotion. Mm-hmm. But then when we divert over and over and over again and we create
pattern,
the anxiety is now driving, what can I divert my attention to?
Yes.
We are now in an ingrained pattern of diversion, which we're calling scatteredness and now labeling ADHD, when really what's happening is dysregulated emotions.
You could be listening right now. Coffee with the Sarlos airs early for our patrons on patreon.com/the Sarlos.